Mr. Vought, I'm going to give you a second chance here. And I think we all kind of sat stunned because we certainly expected a different answer to the question that Senator McCaskill asked you. I think you heard Professor Rao's response to the same question, saying in her opinion that legal opinion gave her discretion and that she was going to use that discretion to be cooperative with this committee. Do you want to restate your position? Is your position you're never going to deal with the minority and that legal opinion prevents you from dealing with the minority?
Of course not, Senator. That's not my position at all. I look forward to working with this committee if confirmed in an open and transparent way. Senator McCaskill was asking me specifically with regard to response to formal oversight letters and as it pertained to the OLC memorandum, and that's what I was referring to.
Right. Let's get to that. So you're saying that as it relates to formal requests from the minority party, from this committee, that you have no intention of responding to those requests?
Senator, I'm going to look to the direction of our legal team and the director in how we respond to various oversight levels, and one of the things that we'll be looking to is the OLC opinion.
So my question is, do you think that yesterday, when Secretary Kelly gave us an unequivocal answer that he intends to cooperate with the minority party, respond to any request, that he is violating that legal opinion and doing something illegal in making that commitment to us?
Senator, I don't know what Secretary Kelly said. He is running his department and agency
under the same legal guidelines from the Office of Legal Counsel, correct? That opinion applies equally to you and Secretary Kelly.
Correct.
Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So then why is your distinction different than Secretary Kelly's?
We have been given direction from OLC in terms of how we should deal with formal oversight requests.
And the opinion itself, as outlined by Professor Rao, gives you discretion. We're asking you to make a commitment today that in your discretion, you will deal equally with the minority and majority party of this committee.
Senator, I would be willing to commit to working equally in dealing with you to cooperate in oversight as it pertains to certain formal oversight letters. I'm going to seek if confirmed, in my responsibilities as the Deputy Director, I'm going to seek our legal team's advice and the advice from the Director.
Well, I think anyone on either side of the aisle, because I've been both in a situation where I've served where the president was of my political party. Now I'm serving where the president is. I think what you're saying is absolutely outrageous. I mean, I just have to tell you that it is very, very troubling, and it should be troubling not just for the minority party today, but that party that could be minority party in 2 years or 4 years or 6 years. And so I am very troubled by your response to this line of questioning and find it almost disqualifying in supporting your nomination, quite honestly. I was going to ask you a series of questions on cost-benefit analysis. I'll save those for the Office of Management and Budget, but I don't think that you can come here and say you respect the Senate and take the position that you've just taken as a matter of law when other people, as Senator McCaskill said, who outrank you have taken a different position. And so I'm going to turn to Professor Rao. We had a very enjoyable meeting, and I have to tell you, I can't see your families, but I certainly could see your family on this side. The pride and love that they have for you is so overwhelming. And as somebody who lost her father at a very young age, and I want you to know I'm pretty sure your mom knows what a great success and what a great pride she has in you also. I'm going to run through just a series of questions because I don't have a lot of time. On cost-benefit analysis, as Senator Portman has said, we want to continue to work on this effort. I, as I've told you in my office, believe that the gimmicks of 2 in, 1 out are not going to be particularly successful. We need to be more surgical. I also have told you that I'm very concerned about ongoing regulation that has to exist as a result of outdated law, that we really expect you to come to us with a list of statutory changes that need to be made to eliminate burdensome and unnecessary regulation. We have to be in this together. So in your personal opinion, do you believe that cost-benefit analysis is appropriate for deregulation actions?
Yes, Senator Heitkamp, I do.
Thank you. Do you believe that cost-benefit analysis for deregulation actions deserve the same level of scrutiny as if you were enacting a major legislation?
Yes, Senator, and that has been the position that OMB has taken in its guidance on the new executive orders.
Correct. Do you believe that indirect costs and benefits should be taken in consideration when conducting cost-benefit analysis?
I do, and that is, again, part of the longstanding practice of OIRA and the agencies to take those effects into.
Do you believe that there's a role for qualitative and non-monetary monetized benefits in cost-benefit analysis?
Yes, I do believe they can play a role.
Do you believe in the principles set forth in Executive Order 12866 should be reaffirmed by the administration?
Yes, I think that those principles are very solid and have in fact been reaffirmed by this administration.
And the same thing with Circular A1 or A4, given that the circular is only guidance and not technically the law of the land. If tasked with drafting a new guidance to instruct agencies on how to conduct cost-benefit analysis, would you reaffirm the same principles that are in Circular for A4?
Again, I think those principles are very solid and, may require some updating, but I think the basic core of that is solid.
I have just one more question, and this goes to the very important work. There's no one on this dais who doesn't rely. We have great bipartisan interaction with former heads of OIRA. You're really stepping into a critically important position. I have long maintained that you're understaffed. Can you tell me what you're going to do to try and either manage this important job with the staff that you have or advocate for a few more folks who I think could actually save you money in the long run? This is the push-pull of investments.
Thank you, Senator. I think the President's budget does call for an increase in resources.
Do you think
for
it's
OIRA.
adequate?
I'm not sure as to the precise resource needs. I understand that former administrators believe that the office could use some more support, and so I commit to looking into that and being more specific.
And we commit to helping you. I hope Senator Langford's not here, but we certainly commit to helping you in the future. And just so that you know, we expect that we're going to see you a lot in our subcommittee. We're very excited about the expertise that you bring to this job and excited about getting to work with you going forward. Thank you so much for agreeing to accept this position. I have a lot of questions for FEMA. I'll reserve those maybe if we get to a second round. Thank you.